picked up something you might be interested in.
I have things for you.
What's the word for that again? It's at the tip of my tongue.
Beats me. Believe how exciting that is. Just you have a moment.
Kay's food is as close to home cooking as you'll find around here.
I take it your neighbor's new recruit? Don't we all? Let's try not to be each other's wrenches. SY-920 is one of my regular stops, so I already have the necessary approvals. Neva says you're after a piece of UC tech. So to get it, we're going to need to get you on board. I can do that, but I have conditions. Good. If I can be candid, for this job to work, we'll have to do this my way. We take my ship, and you're a member of my crew. But make no mistake, once you board, the risk is entirely yours. This route is highly lucrative, and sacrificing it is not an option.
There's more at stake than just your route. We're determined to get on that station, with or without your help.
I realize this is important to Delgado. I also know he would just as soon kill me to get what he's after. I'm simply setting boundaries to help protect my interests, while still serving Delgado's. In any case, when you're ready, meet me at my ship. It's the Jade Swan. And make sure you're prepared for the long haul. Once you're on board SY-920, you can't come and go as you please. Only what I've been told. Get you on the SY-920, get you out, if I can. That being said, I can be a better guide if I know what it is we're after. So, it's up to you. Interesting. When we get to the station, I'll see if I can pull any information on its whereabouts. Hopefully that'll make for a smoother trip. Less than you. And even if I did, I'm a smuggler, not a scientist. But if Delgado's after it, then I have a feeling there's a pile of credits waiting at the end of this. So we better do it right. Enough to be on the first-name basis with the Marine. It also helps they want us to dock. In the void of space, a cargo hull. We'll talk more on the ship.
I feel like starting them in the program young is the best way
I'm not much for
to achieve their dreams.
Tried it once, didn't stick.
Really? Maybe it's my day.
Thinking about taking my spouse to enhance for their birthday? As long as the credits keep rolling in, life's good. Glad you're in the fleet. If you weren't, I would have killed you already.
Hey,
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Excuse me.
All right, a few things to note. When we get to the checkpoint, UC military will be hailing us. Let me do the talking. Pretend you're a piece of cargo if you have to. Good. Say nothing and let their minds fill in the gaps.
As long as we aren't actually stuffed into the cargo hold with the rest of the crates.
You'll have the same accommodations as my crew, provided you follow the rules. Now, like I said before, once we take off, there's no turning back until this job is done. If you need to take care of anything before we leave, do it. If you want to ask me any other questions, go for it.
Hello.
All right, then get comfortable. We leave for SY-920 immediately.
Yes, what?
All crew prepare for takeoff. Routing power to engine and crab drive. All systems go.
We'll graph jump the SY-920 from here. Don't worry about your personal ship. The fleet will make sure it's secure. You can take this time to prepare. Just try not to bother my pilot while they're flying.
Don't worry, Captain. I've spent half my life walking and chewing gum at the same time. I can handle a little banter.
Sounds like you're putting in a request for double duty.
Captain, I retract my earlier statement. For the record, I don't even like gum.
Noted. Just get us there safe.
Always looking for the next
Roger
mark.
that.
Hey.
You've entered secure UC military space. Identify yourself or you will be considered hostile.
This is Captain Huan Daiyu, cargo class ship ID
Excuse me.
UC-7938, requesting permission to dock.
Identity confirmed. Prepare your ship for scanning. You're cleared to dock at docking bay 2.
Looks like we're clear. We'll talk more once we're docked.
Howdy. I was a UC pilot before getting discharged. They say dishonorably, but that's denied.
Okay. Hello.
Always looking for the next mark.
Pardon?
Okay, we're in. First things first. The station is enormous, with checkpoints everywhere. To get past them, you'll need a military uniform. And to get a uniform, you'll need to get to the barracks. There should be a way through the vents. You can get to them via the maintenance store downstairs. There's an intercom there as well, where we can make contact. Once you get a uniform, it should be fairly easy to find an elevator to the command bay. But if at any point your cover's blown, I'm gone. I would hope not. But if they do, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. Either way, for now, get on that station and find that intercom. We'll talk more then.
Nobody can stop the Crimson Fleet.
Yes? With the Jade Swan. Loading and unloading only. Stay clear of the military barracks. Do your job, keep your head down, and we won't have trouble.
Security on this station's always been tight, but now it's on another level.
What's the serial number on that shipment we got yesterday?
Cargo haulers are restricted to the cargo bay.
38302. Not 5.
Looks like.
You can't be serious. This is the third time this week.
Huan Daiyu? And you found the intercom. That's a start. If I'm not mistaken, the maintenance door should be in front of you. If you can find a way to open it, it'll get you past the first checkpoint. I'm not worried. Anyway, the door will let you access the vents. Go up the vents and to the barracks. You should find a uniform there. The uniform should get you through the checkpoint and to the elevators. We'll talk again once you get to the command.
Oh, that lock didn't last very long.
Captain Huan Daiyu. Good. And no alarms or warnings on the comms. Music to my ears. If you found a uniform, be sure to put it on. That'll provide some cover. I've hacked into the database, and it seems information on the comm spike is in the archives. There's a checkpoint you'll have to pass, which requires a clearance code.
Plenty of options, to be sure. We just need to choose the one that plays to our strengths.
Right. If you know yourself, you'll know the best path forward. If the two of you plan on using a disguise, try the security office. Otherwise, there's always a way around. Going dark for now. We'll talk again once you've located.
Well, you better hurry. You know what they say, Marine. If you're 15 minutes early, you're still 10 minutes late.
Get back to your post, Ensign. I don't take kindly to loiterers on my ship.
I don't recognize your face, Ensign. Are you new?
Stop right there, Ensign. All right, Ensign. Why aren't you at your post? Who's your commanding officer? Only authorized personnel are allowed here. Only senior officers report to the... I'm glad you understand the position. Maybe we can work something out. Yeah, I hope so. Fine. I'll let you go, Ensign. But as soon as you're done with your task, you should return to your post.
How are the tests for the comms bike going?
Dr. Vogel has put in a request for more personnel. It seems there was an accident.
Always something with that doctor.
Not to
I don't
change
know
the
you,
subject,
Ensign.
but are we
You sure you
concerned
have
about
clearance?
potential leaks?
No. Until you can provide more substantial proof.
Daiyu here. Goggles almost unloaded. We'll be departing shortly. It's nothing you've done. You've managed to get through the entire station without raising a single alarm. But the longer I stick around, the more people ask questions. And that's before they find out what you've been up to. We worked well as a team. If only all my deliveries were as smooth as this one. That being said, I can stay in orbit for a short while. I'll need to send word to Delgado anyway, if you don't get off that station. But it looks like you'll need to find your own way off the ship. That doesn't mean you're trapped. On a station this big, there are bound to be other vessels you can... As a member of the Crimson Fleet, I trust you can handle that. First lesson in being a rookie. You share the loot, but not the risk. Good luck. If you manage to get the comm spike and make it...
I've heard the team is looking for more test pilots.
Yes, if you have experience flying, you should talk to Dr. Vogel.
I don't know. I've flown a Discovery class, but I'm not familiar with the newer tech.
Newer ships are generally easy to fly.
So, what's this big project you're working on?
Well, I can tell you. And then I'd have to kill you.
Really? Couldn't you just trust me?
I tried my best not to enjoy it.
Commander Natara doesn't have the backing of the scientists here. I'm afraid Commander Woods might be reinstated.
Yes. What?
Intercepting transponder data in the Alpha system might be promising. According to autocorrelation models, results in risk increased by a magnitude of 2. But we won't tell Commander Natar. Wait, who are you? Why are you in here? Did you not see the sign? Don't you mean access to the ship? Because the comm spike isn't a device, it's a module. It's attached to a prototype in one of our docking ports. We're still in the testing phase, running decryptions across a variety of signal types, but the results so far have been very promising. It can even interpolate signal data lost in the retrieval. It really is a wondrous technology. Yes, it's not quite cracking the Enigma code, but it will give us a significant tactical advantage. We'll be able to infer everything from battle plans to meal consumption. Not that we'd care about that sort of thing, outside of the effects of diet on combat readiness. And yes, there are certain kinks to be worked out, missing parts and the occasional traumatic injury here and there, but it's all part of the adventure. Yes, it's not the destination, but the journey that matters. Particularly when But don't worry. We've corrected the problem with the ship's life support systems, and statistical models show a failure rate of less than 2%. In short, I've requested a full squadron of these brave and fearless Marines to be transferred to the station. They'll give the prototype a final run, and provided there are minimal casualties, we can present our findings to MAST. Splendid. That will... Normally my... You're right. You make a compelling... Ah, yes. That is true. True. And Commander Natara's checkpoints are very thorough. Too thorough, if you ask me. All right, you've convinced me. You're the new test pilot. You'll need a uniform and a terminal password to authorize a flight and get past Natara's cumbersome checkpoints. The uniform you can get in the locker room area, the password you get from me. You'll find the prototype ship at Docking Bay 8. Use the password to access the flight terminals in the control center. And of course, best of luck. You are doing science a great service by
Perimeter secure. Pilot.
Back to the lodge, shall we? Let's see what you've got. Okay.
Yes. What?
Prototype ship, you are not cleared for takeoff. What's going on over there?
Unauthorized launch from engineering. All ships, secure the prototype.
I know it's difficult to resist, but try not to pick any fights while we're here.
Well, well, well. Welcome back, Rook. Looks like you got a new toy for me. Go on in and give everyone the lowdown. We'll take care of things from here.
We'll secure that ship for you. Yeah? Need something?
The fleet protects our own. But you turn against us.
Certainly. Let's talk about something else. How did the Crimson Scar become the Crimson Fleet?
Sharks are too scared to
After I busted out of the lock, I decided to take things to the next level. I had the key, a few UC ships, and a couple dozen ex-cons at my side. But I needed more, so I sent out the call. Once word got around, it didn't take long for freelance pirates from every corner of the 7 systems to show up.
And this is how the Crimson Fleet was born.
Exactly. The key became our base of operations. We spent months reinforcing our position there, making it nearly impossible to approach.
What was the UC's response to the situation?
First of all, UC Security gave up and handed the reins over to the big guns, the UC Navy. The Navy, in turn, sent ships to attack the key. I'd say there have been 3 major attacks over the last few years. And as you can tell by the fact we're having this interview, all the attacks were...
Nice to know Neva was right about you. It's good to have a promising rookie with the fleet. Don't we all? But you seem to be a quick learner. Anyway, I believe I owe you a drink. It's the last time I'm paying, of course. Because if Delgado's right about Crix's legacy, you've earned more than your fair share already with that comm spike. Sounds like you're on board as a true believer. I have to admit, the way things are going, I'm starting to believe myself.
Discovering Crix's legacy would solve one of the settled system's great mysteries. Oh, I'm as curious and excited as anyone to see what we'll find.
Anyway, I've kept you long enough. Now that you've had your drink and my debt is paid, it's time for you to give Delgado the good news.
Oh god, don't ever let them tell you Rooks can't do the work. We're both...
We may not have official security on the gate, but we're always looking out for traitors.
You know, I've always wondered, if someone made a mess on this station, would anyone even notice?
Are you looking to start something? Because I'll finish it.
Here to upgrade that ship of yours?
Need a drink? Bug at the last Nova will be more than happy.
I heard Iswa's sister is some hardcore mercenary.
So there I am. You see, you went here. I grabbed my
Jasmine tells me that you not only brought us the Comspike, but an entire prototype UC ship. I'm impressed, Rook. Very impressed.
Should have taken the compliment, Rook. Dale doesn't give those out often. Juan gave us the full rundown of your little smash and grab operation. She gave you some really high praise. Said you were a pro.
And from what I hear, receiving praise from Juan Dayu is quite an accomplishment. All in all, a job well done. Now, on to the business at hand. Jasmine, are you there?
Yep, I'm here, boss. What's up?
How's it going?
I already have 2 of my crew tearing the ship apart from one end to the other. Comspike shouldn't be too tough to extract. I'm looking forward to seeing what those UC techs have been up to.
Keep me posted. All right. That leaves our electromagnetic atmosphere problem. And I think we've discovered a solution. There's a corporation in the city of Neon called Generdyne. They're responsible for the massive conduction grid that powers the city. We get our hands on their electrical absorption tech, and Jasmine swears she can tame it to handle Bannock 4.
You damn right she can. My girl can piece together a jump engine with her eyes shut. Literally, I've seen her do it. Lost good money on that bet.
All right, let's not get carried away, neighbor. Now, why don't you give us the info on our Neon contact?
You get to meet up with the lovely Estelle Vincent. She's had her deft little fingers on the pulse of Neon for some time now. Whatever info you need, I guarantee she can get.
Estelle is one of the most reliable captains we have in the fleet. If I want something done, there's none of the typical bullshit. It gets done, and afterward, we all split the cash. No. There is no getting along here. You are going to do everything she asks. Follow her instructions to the letter. She is valuable to the fleet. You piss her off and we lose...
Estelle will be waiting at Madame Sauvage's place. I'd say don't keep her waiting. But chances are she won't mind. Girl loves her liquor.
And keep your eyes on the prize. Neon's one big distraction for people like us. So I want you focused. We are one step away from criticism.
I've got bounties in every system. Idiots.
UC'll never crush the fleet. They'd have to catch us first.
Ship service, you've got stuff to smuggle. I've got the stuff to hide it. If you've got the credits... Sounds like fun.
Nothing like the smell of a dead shark.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
All right, you're good.
I have things for you.
Keep moving. The scanners won't hurt you. Things for you.
Aurora, it's a movie.
You looking to get zoned? Really? You're just gonna blurt it out like that? Good God. Since it's obvious you're the rook that Delgado sent, I'm gonna save both of us some time. Turn around, fly back to the key, and tell the big boss that I'm in no mood to screw around. We'll make this deal when he starts taking me seriously. Come on, give me a break. You're not exactly a top dog over there at the key, now are you? Sending me a rook to handle a job this risky is a goddamn insult. And I'm getting tired of the fleet not taking me seriously. I spent the last 3 months setting up this job, burned 2 contacts and a hell of a lot of credits. The whole time, I'm also keeping Bayou off our backs. That idiot even catches a whiff of money and he latches onto you like a damn leech.
The few times I've dealt with Benjamin Bayou in the past have been rather unpleasant, to say.
All right. I get the point. Let's just get this over with. I don't have a ton of time to stand here and screw around, so I'm gonna make this as clear as possible. You want the conduction grid tech, then you're gonna have to download it from the power core of Generdyne's facility in the underbelly. Love the confidence. But before you pull the ripcord, I'm afraid I need to add a bit of a wrinkle. While you're inside Generdyne, I need you to plant a virus into their system. It's a simple side job that'll earn you some credits. I think you can handle it. That's because you're planning it for me as a favor. Generdyne has all sorts of tasty, valuable snacks in their databanks, and I want access. Here, take this microdrive and access the computer in Brayson Bayou's office. It'll do the rest on its own. And I suppose you're gonna head down to Generdyne and kick down the door? Wow, it's so simple. I can't believe I didn't think of that. Generdyne's got their place locked down tight. But, as usual, the weak link comes from the people that work there. I recommend you start with Ayumi Komiko, an upper-level exec at Generdyne. Get your hands on her security pass, and... Ryujin Cloud doesn't mean shit at Generdyne. So you're gonna have to deal with Komiko and potentially her boyfriend. But anyway, you can find Komiko at Euphorica. As for dealing with Komiko herself, she's got it. The rest is up to you, Rook. When you're done, come meet me at the... Don't let Komiko push you around. She isn't as tough as she seems.
Oh, how many...
Gangs can keep from killing each other.
Yeah, what? Is this important? Let me save you some time. If you're here for a job, we're not hiring. If you're here about the conduction grid tour... Good. If you were, look, I'm sorry if I'm blowing up at you, but I've got a ton of problems and no time to deal with them all. I'm afraid that things aren't going terribly well around here. I don't care if I'm allowed to or not. I'm happy to get this off my chest. The conduction grid went online almost 75 years ago. And since then, we haven't developed a single groundbreaking innovation. At this point, the money we're taking in as a power utility barely covers the waste that's going on in the research and development division. No, of course not. We still produce smaller power systems and backup generators, but nothing even close to the mag. Generdyne needs to come out with something spectacular to put us back on the map. If not, we'll remain... Unfortunately, no. I'm in third on the corporate ladder. One step above me is Ayumi Komiko. She's the COO of... You'd think that, right? The problem is that Brayson Bayou, Administrator Bayou's brother, is currently heading up the R&D division. I swear to you, the man doesn't know the first thing about power systems or I actually need our CEO's approval for that. And so far, it's been denied. Look, I'm running out of options. No one above me seems to care what's going on. I have a full report on Brayson that I want to... What do you think I should do? You know what? You're absolutely right. I can't allow Brayson to run this company into the... Hey, look, thanks for helping me out with this. It's been on my mind for a long time. If there's anything else you need, any questions at all, feel free to ask. As long as it doesn't get me into serious trouble. Whoa. Okay, that's crossing... Huh. That makes a lot of sense, now that I think about it. I hear you. Okay, listen. You didn't hear this from me, but I know she's up to something with Benjamin Bayou. He was in her office a few weeks ago, and they had some kind of shouting match. It got really heated until Bayou stormed out the door. I don't know what it was about, but I happen to know Miss Komiko keeps audio recordings of all. And before you ask, yes, I'll unlock it for you. Just don't tell... Sure, no. Hope to see you again soon.
The way things are looking at Generdyne, might be time to polish up my resume.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just steal that.
Neon Security, you're under a... You know, I can just tell you've got no contraband.
That's something you might be interested in.
You're in the Vanguard, right? Hey, thanks for your service.
Things for you.
If this shift doesn't end soon, my man is not gonna be happy. Wondering what that smell is. It's neon. Out of my face. If you want to gawk at something, take it to the Astro Lounge.
Now is the time to enhance your life.
Is anyone's guess.
Geobank ATMs are spread throughout the settled systems. All right, Ben. What was so important I had to come to the office in the middle of the night? On your own time.
It's the numbers I use. I don't like what I'm seeing.
If you'd stop interfering with my company, the numbers would be better.
Your company? That's funny. I thought it belonged to Mr. Harada.
Give me a break. We both know you set up that identity so we could both reap the profits off the books.
If Generdyne was showing a profit, we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Something for you when you have a moment. Welcome to Chunks.
How
Please
the
choose
hell
your
am I
chunks.
supposed to make a profit when all I have is...
Love the vibe of this place.
Come in and let your cares melt away for a while. You people should leave her alone. What do you want with her? Yeah, sure. Tell me you debt collectors are... Now get out of my...
No, really. I'd like to see you try.
The Crimson Fleet. Sorry, Ayumi owes a lot of money around. If you want to talk to her, you can... You already have access, so you should know the way. May all your journeys be safe.
Those chimeras really pack a punch.
You good?
Pardon. Any vacancies on your crew? I think you'll agree, Great. I'm ready. I'm on my way.
Yeah?
Yeah. What do you want? You must be zoned out of your mind, because there's no way anyone sober would say something like that. How the hell did you find that? It was Estelle Vincent, wasn't it? That bitch. I knew I should have kept that somewhere else. Here, take this pass. It should get you through the storage room entry to the facility. I'm warning you, though. Once you're inside, you're trespassing in a high-security zone. Good luck. You're going to need it. What is this? A job interview? I'm the COO of the company, second to the top. So when you ask me what I do for Generdyne, the answer is nothing. The Bayous run the show. The salary helps, of course, but... keeps them off the Freestar Collective's radar. They might actually step in if they discover that... If you haven't figured it out by now, Benjamin has a stranglehold. Try and get in his way, and then he uses Neon security to beat you. I just know this is gonna come back to bite me on the ass.
Can you believe Xenofresh charges us